Hello, my dear and valuable friends, and welcome back. My name is Titivik. Today we are going to have a girly chat, like a girl's talk, and discuss what are the things that elegant women do not do in the society, or when they're in the street, or when they're surrounded with other people watching them. This is a very important women's video. It's for your womanhood, it's for your femininity boost, and in this video you will find out so many mistakes that women do nowadays that actually breaks their image of being womanly, of being elegant and classy. Above all, I always say that to be feminine you need to have class and need to have manners and know the etiquette. And in this video I will make sure that I provide a lot of different practical steps how you can improve your social life outside love, how you can actually learn how to be more feminine and how to behave when you are outside in society with other people, witnessing your beauty. Before I start, let me tell you, I do one-to-one consultation. I also do stylist checkup and image consultation. So if you have any issues or any questions about your hair, nails, clothing, accessories, I can help you. I can even help you to make your life easier by just understanding simple style tools that will just help you to get ready quicker, boost your self-esteem every time when you're dressing up. Because if you wear the clothing that are made for your body, for your size, complement your natural skin tone, it's made for your shape, then you will definitely look much more beautiful than if you do the opposite. And of course, you can book you can book the consultations online, you can book the online courses, or you can order my book and other products. All links are below as well if you would like to donate. So let's start. Number one, what a lady do not do in a society is she does not entertain strangers. Now, this is such a big subject. I need to tell you, we forget very often that we are in the public, we're in a society, but we don't actually know those people. So I cannot really entertain them if I don't know them. And very often a woman can be dressed so beautifully, like it's not about logos and showing off designer. I prefer this dress to be designer, have these little cutie bitty things, but I don't want anybody to know which designer this is from, because I'm not working for any designer, so I don't need to be filled with the different marks and designer clothes and bags and everything. I prefer to have one thing that is designer, everything else needs to be very hidden, very quiet, because if you notice very carefully, very wealthy people are not really screaming about their wealth. If somebody is very flashy, that's a first indicator they don't really have it going on. So the first thing is, when you're there all dressed up, all beautiful, and you see, for example, a homeless person or somebody who is drug addict or alcoholic coming towards you, and very often we think that is okay, we need to be kind to everybody, we need to love everybody, and you're standing there with your heels, with your beautiful dress, hair, makeup, everything done, and you're talking with that person. Even worse, reaching out to your wallet to give them money, which will go towards their addiction. So I would say do not entertain any strangers, especially if they're weird type of strangers. There is a government, there are different programs, there are different systems and organizations and institutions that help those people. There are definitely a lot of people involved to help them, but they just don't want to be helped. That's the question. So now if we're looking at you, you're a girly, beautiful, cute, lovely lady out there, and you're standing there entertaining complete stranger that is dangerous, smells bad, doesn't look good, is not groomed, is dirty, what kind of signal you're sending to the man that is watching you? Now, we're not putting anybody down, but we need to take care of our own safety. I love people, I want everybody to have the best things, but I also know that there are some evil people, there are some sick people, there are some weird people, there are mentally ill people. I need to understand that, so I cannot walk there by me being a princess and entertaining any stranger that comes towards me. I will never do that. So when we're dealing with this dangerous crowd, we go to then normal population. Now you'll say, but look, they're normal, they don't drink, they don't smoke, they're dressed nice, everything is good. But now let's think as well carefully. Even if they're groomed and everything is nice and they look normal, these are still strangers. If I'm standing there, a woman comes to me and is asking me what's the time, I will not say, I'm a lady, I don't talk to the strangers. I will tell her kindly the time and let her go. If there is a child with her mom and dad and suddenly is running towards me and grabs my hand or say, you look so pretty, I'm not going to say, I'm a lady, I don't talk to kids, you're a stranger. No, I say, thank you so much, that's very sweet. And I continue my path. If I'm walking and there is a group of guys telling me, you look very nice, and I see that there is nothing dangerous or anything, I wouldn't really stand and talk with them. I can just maybe acknowledge that, or I can smile, or I can maybe do nothing, For me, it's not a big deal. I get compliments very often and I'm always very grateful. I always receive the compliments. But if alcoholic is giving me the compliment, I'm not going to receive. First of all, I will never put myself in that situation. But second of all, if that's a group of guys coming towards me, I don't know what to expect. Those are strangers and it's kind of a dangerous situation. So that compliment can end up actually me losing my life. So you need to be very careful. Sometimes you think, oh, if it's a compliment, you need to always receive. My question is, who is giving you that compliment? How's that person dressed? Where are you exactly? How many people are around you and around him? When you consider all these questions, then you actually understand sometimes you're not even responsible to answer with a thank you to the compliment, because you never know. Of course, I would love us to believe that we live in this lovely world. You can just run around, dance, sing, play with animals. But that's not a cartoon. This is not a Disney story. This is not a princess type of a story. And of course, I'm a princess, you are a princess. If you're a man, you are a prince. But we need to understand they are still strangers. A real lady cannot entertain strangers because it is unnatural for her. Because look what kind of signal you're sending, that I'm available for everybody. You are very high quality. You are very high price. You are priceless. There is no price for you. So if you entertain everybody that comes to talk to you, then it talks that you do not really know your value. You do not know that you have a price and your price is being priceless. Be very careful when you see sometimes people you see, obviously they know where they're driving and obviously they know the area where they're walking. Sometimes they come and talk to you. And the question is, does that person look like a person you would like to marry or be friends with? If the question is answered with no, then I would say, excuse me, I'm rushing. Excuse me, I don't have time. Or I would just try to ignore, because not every encounter is supposed to be reciprocated. Not every conversation is supposed to be continued. Not every comment is supposed to be answered with something. You need to understand as a lady, very often in a society when you're walking, you have to understand this rule. You do not entertain strangers. I do not help homeless people in the street. I do not give directions to 100 people when they're stopping and beeping with their cars. The best advice for me is to completely ignore that. And I'm not stopping with every man that is stopping to talk to me. You know how many times during the day when I go, I'm all dressed, I have my dress and heels. That is my style. I'm not trying to impress anybody. This is my lifestyle. This is my style. This is how I live. My nails are done not because I'm trying to impress you. My nails are done because this is my life. This video is just a little glimpse of my time, but I have my life. I have my nails done for myself. So certain things are done, and if you're all done, you know your values, you know what you want to wear, you know how you want to look, and you're walking in the street, and people are commenting, people are asking you questions, people are trying to approach you, doesn't mean that you need to really answer to that. How many times I'm all done, all made up, walking with my heels and dress, and men want to talk to me? Million times happened to me. I look at them, for 1 second I can tell everything. I'm very good, I'm very precise, I work like a detective. I look at you and everything is scanning and there's numbers and the papers are printing with a report. So I can tell really quickly everything about the man, what he has, the culture level. I can say even he hasn't done anything. And usually, to be honest, in 99.99%, so almost 100% of the time, I'm right. So I usually do not entertain every man that comes to me. If, for example, a woman is single, she still needs to be very careful who she's entertaining. If you are in relationship or you are engaged, even more you need to think that you can sometimes show the ring. You don't actually need to kind of walk and show the ring. To be honest, you just need to sometimes ignore. There's nothing wrong with that. Men know that they can be rejected and they know that not every woman is available. So don't feel this guilt to entertain everybody. So many times when I get approached, I can just pretend that I didn't really notice to not, harm their ego. But majority of the time, I just refuse. I walk. I am not for everyone. And this is for you to learn the lesson. You are not for everyone, and stop entertaining strangers. Stop showing yourself as cheap. Stop entertaining random people that come to you, because you show that you're very easy to get. It's a very big difference to be easygoing and to be easy to get. We're not easy to get. When you go to the very beautiful Maserati salon, it's not easy to get a car. Okay? You need to invest. It's not for everyone. I am not for everyone, and you are not for everyone if you're a classy, elegant lady, or if you want to be a classy, elegant lady. Now, the second biggest mistake women do in society, outside in the street, is that they eat, they drink, and they feel like they're at home. An elegant lady should never eat at the street. Now, I'm not talking about you're traveling, you're in Rome, there is a open sky, blue sky, shine of the sun on you, you have a beautiful outfit, there's a restaurant outside with a beautiful umbrellas, flowers on the table, and you're having your lunch. I'm not talking about that. Enjoy your food, have fun. When I went to Rome, I've done it a million times, I had the best time of my life. But the difference is you go for some takeaway or fast food restaurant, which I have never seen a classy lady in any fast food restaurant, never in my life. You will never see me there, never been there, never will be there. It's not my cup of tea, because I am made for something more. That is a cheap food. We don't know how it's processed. Everything is processed, everything is dirty there. And you need to understand those are very unhealthy carbs, unhealthy sugar, unhealthy oils. You do not know what you're eating. Basically, you better eat your what can you eat? You better eat your own notebook. It will be more healthy, because at least it's a clean paper, Then have that fast food. So a class lady will not go to fast food restaurant or drive-thrus or coffee shops, grab something and just eat in the street. Imagine how that looks. You're walking there, beautifully dressed. You want to attract a nice gentleman, and you're walking there, you're eating salad, your chicken is falling from here, the salad leaf is falling from here, you have a tomato stick to your lip, and you're walking there trying to eat, and then you're trying to drink, which the drink goes and you have a stain on your white shirt. And that looks silly. First of all, sit down and eat wherever you bought the food. At least sit down and eat there, but do not eat in the street. And I see sometimes women, eating apple. That's a very loud sound. That is the most unattractive sound a woman can make. Apple is not supposed to be bitten, you know that? Apple is supposed to be cut in small dices and eat by small pieces. Eating food in the street is the first sign of a low, and I would say not very wealthy lifestyle. Because wealthy people, rich people, if you really observe their habits, they always have breakfast at home. They do not really eat outside that much, because they know that their health is very important, and outside food is not healthy. Everything is processed, everything has preservatives to keep it to last long. They can eat in a fine dining restaurants, but they're not going to really necessarily grab breakfast or lunch at the street, running, drinking coffee or eating their sandwich and crisping their crisps. They don't really eat crisps. It's incredibly unhealthy. And you can see very rarely a classy woman, she will have her coffee, but have you noticed that they actually never drink it? One thing I noticed, even if a classy lady is having her takeaway coffee or a tea, I've never seen her stopping in the street, drinking, then walking, drinking. I've never seen that. I've seen random people, just the general people or low class, they open the lid, drink a full cup and then they walk, But if you buy a coffee or a tea, any hot drink, you are supposed to drink it there where you bought it. You think it's stylish that you walk with a cup and you hold and you take pictures for Instagram. Stop doing that, because it is unclassy. By the mannerism, if we look at the royalties, we look at the diplomat wives, we look at the businessman wives, have you ever seen them being catched with those coffee cups, sandwiches, fruits, or crisps, or chocolate, anything like that? You will never see it, because it's against the etiquette. A lady, a true lady, never eats or drinks in the street, at the street, near the street, around the street. Street and food do not go together. Dust all goes to your food. Bacteria all goes to your mouth. You are not supposed to eat in the street. Do not do that. That cheapens your value and the way people perceive you. They think you are in rush. Who is in rush? who needs to rush to the job, who needs to pay the bills, who is desperate, who does not have a comfortable lifestyle. People who have a comfortable lifestyle, you never see them rushing. They have nowhere to rush. I will have my breakfast. I will wake up 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever clock I need. I will sit down for 1 hour. I will make my breakfast. I'll have my breakfast. I'll listen to something nice. I'll put the candle on. I can even dim the lights because it's still very early. You know, I don't need to have these flashlights on me. I'll enjoy my breakfast. You will not see me eating outside, no matter how hungry I am. I will not eat outside. I will not eat in any shop. If I'm walking and shopping, I will not eat. I will not eat in any cars. Doesn't matter if it's, my friend's car or my man's car. I do not like eating in a car. Uncomfortable, the car smells afterwards and it can make a big mess and ruin your clothing. Do not eat in a car. Do not eat in the shops. Do not eat in a post office. Do not eat at the bank. Do not eat at the streets. Stop that. Eat at home or in a restaurant where you're supposed to eat. Okay, same with drinks. If you're incredibly thirsty, you can have a sip of water, but also think about it. How does that look when you're a woman and you're sipping like a bottle? It looks like like drinking. So it's a very bad signal as well. If you need to drink, I always say you can buy the bottle and you can buy the straw and have that looks way more feminine, to drink from the straw than from the bottle. And if you can, I always say, if you buy in that shop, you can just turn your back and drink the bottle, get the satisfaction to get the hydration, leave that bottle, ask them to bin it, and then walk out from the shop. Do not walk and on your heels drinking like this. How does that look? Sometimes it's just about building self-awareness, understanding, how do I look from the side when I'm doing these things? How do I look? Do I look like I'm an elegant woman? Do I look classy? Obviously, you do not look classy if you eat and drink outside. So just little tips will help you. Now, when you understand that I'm not entertaining strangers, I'm not eating, drinking outside. Now, I want to talk about the third one, is the phone etiquette. This I don't need to talk a lot because you know and you have seen and you're aware, I'm sure, we are so much addicted now to be on our phones all the time. But please understand, the elegant lady is not talking with her speaker on. Yes, mom, okay, so milk, how much milk do you need? We are not doing that. Or honey, yes, can you hear me? Can I hear you? Oh, baby. Your family matters, do not matter to other people. They do not want to hear that. Either they'll be jealous that you're happy or hate you because you're too loud. Both case scenarios, you lose. The best thing is if you have a call, if you notice, a lot of elegant women, when they're on a call, you cannot really hear their sound. I remember I was on the phone with my man and he's like, I don't know how you can talk so quietly. I can hear such a noise around you. I said, but you know my voice, I'm very calm. He said, I have difficulty to hear you. Do you hear yourself? And I didn't change my voice. I continued talking with him exactly the way I was talking because around me, I don't want them to know what I'm talking about to my men. I'm just walking yes, of course, yes, honey, very, very quiet. It's a private consultation. No, not consultation. It's a private conversation. Very private conversation. I don't want everybody to hear what I'm discussing with my men, that which restaurant we're going to in the evening and what the dress I'm describing that I'm going to wear. That is not their business. There's nobody's business. It's my private business. I want you to keep your business to yourself. Stop putting calls on a speaker. Do not watch long videos or loud videos. Do not laugh at some things that people send. Do not put the speaker on. Do not talk with people very long. Do not put your business out there. Do not tell intimate things on the phone. Even in the voice notes, try to be quiet. Phone manners are very important. People judge you by the way you act. You want it or you do not want it. They watch you, they observe you, and they judge you upon that. If you wanted to be classy lady, there are certain things you need to observe. And it's just even, to be honest, self-respect. I don't want anybody to know my business. If I need to pay any bill or call the bank, it's such a confidential information that I'm going to discuss. I'll never do that in the street. I'll do that in the comfort of my own house. I will sit down, I have everything nice, comfortable in a cozy chair, sipping my nice tea, enjoying watching at my flowers or my plants, just enjoying my time. That's when I will do it. And then I can put on a speaker if I want. I don't need it because I can hear them. I'm at home. If I'm sitting alone, there is no noise. But enjoy doing your business on your own. Do not put your business out there. Do not talk on a speaker on the phone when you're shopping. You know, it irritates people. They want to shop, they want to have experience. Yes, what? Which size? On a text. Honey, what size? That's it. And sometimes it's actually better because you will be less on the phone. Now, the next one I want to discuss, this is quite actually big if you think about it, but this is, people don't realize that they're doing this. If you want to be elegant, there's one thing that you should not do at the street is to be loud. Women are too loud nowadays. They're too desperate, they're too aggressive, and definitely too masculine. If you wanted to be elegant, lady, I want you to tell yourself that keep it down, honey. Keep your voice down. Please talk relaxed. Even if you're worried, I can be very worried and I can be like this, honey, I'm very worried right now. I really don't know what to do. I think this is something like really terrible. I don't know what to do. Can you help me? You see, I'm crying, I'm worried. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But did you see me? Quiet voice. I still showed all emotions. Then, oh my God, I don't know. I can't even do that, you know, because it's not my character. I can't even play that role. So I want you to understand that very often you are loud. You are too loud. You talk too loud. Even worse, you laugh too loud. You know, laughter can be actually irritated to other people. So make sure that you observe what you're doing. Your laughter can be too loud and it can scare people and push people away from you. A lot of girls, sometimes they're in the groups and they giggle and gaggle and they're trying to attract the men. But by the quality of your laugh, a certain type of businessman will never approach you. Will never approach you because you, my darling, you're too loud. He thinks, oh my God, I approach her, then I start taking her out. I'll take her around my friends, my business partners. She's going to laugh like this. She will embarrass me. No, I'm not going. Immediately, just because of your loud laugh, you ruined it for yourself, the future to marry a millionaire. Watch women who are married to these successful men, wealthy men, executive men. Watch them. Their laughter is very subtle. Oh, that's funny. You don't need to laugh as a hyena for people to understand that you have a sense of humor. Oh, really? That's it. Sometimes even is enough. Not ha 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 ha, the whole mouth is open. No, keep your teeth. Don't show your teeth too much. You know, as a feminine woman, you don't walk like this. Be a little bit more, oh, right. Like a little bit like, oh, you still need to impress me. That's not enough. You know, a laughter is such a beautiful positioning note of your femininity. Isn't that beautiful to listen to? Then like an animal. You know, some women are, sometimes you jump, you hear these women, usually these are the women who drink. They have very hardened type of a voice. You know, a woman who drinks, she also usually smokes, so her voice is ruined. So when she's laughing, that's not a laughter, that's more a scary sound for a scary movie or a thriller. So make sure that you watch your voice. Do not be too loud. Do not use cursing words. That's part of femininity as well. Do not argue with people in a society, outside in the streets. Stop being that problem maker. When you are too loud, you want to argue. You want to talk with everybody. You want to show them, oh, you know you're doing this wrong. Nobody asked you. And this kind of comes and touches the first aspect. You see, do not entertain strangers and do not engage with strangers. When you are too loud, you will think that it's okay to approach a man. It's never okay to approach a man if you are a woman. You will think you can ask everybody anything you want. There is a time and a place. Even if you're looking for something, you do not go to every single person and ask, do you know where the bathroom is? No, you go and find a person who works there and quietly, excuse me, where is the ladies' room in here? Where is the powder room is here? Do not say toilet or bathroom. Do not use those words. Be feminine and quiet. Nobody needs to know what you're asking. Not raising your voice in a restaurant like you're in a school. Where's toilet? Everybody look at you. Oh my God, why did she do that? You can be beautiful as a beautiful queen can be, you being loud, asking appropriate things in appropriate times too loudly will make you completely lose all the value in your looks that you have. Sometimes I notice some women are actually really plain, like not dressed anything, but the mannerisms just kills. The way, excuse me, where is the waiter? Or can I please, this is not what I ordered. Do you mind? You can bring another one? Plain, but she is classy. It's not about just clothing. Clothing matters, very much matters, but your manners matters even more. So now let's summarize. Number one, what ladies should never do in the street is never entertain or engage with strangers. Do not do that. They don't know you, you don't know them, and you cheapen your value when you do that. Number two, no matter how hungry or thirsty you are, do not eat or drink at the street, walking in a street or being at the street, doing or running your errands. Either go to the cafeteria, sit down, or in a restaurant or in a coffee shop, drink your drink, eat your food, or eat at home. Do not eat at the street. The third of all, this is like I said, is very modern subject because we live in a modern society, is observe your phone etiquette. So no loudspeakers, no talking about everything, not putting your business out there. But if you have to take a call, it is urgent and cannot be delayed, very quietly, yes, of course. All right, let's talk about it later. That's it. You do not even allow people to hear your voice. You are that valuable. One day when you will understand how valuable you are, you will see that everything changes in your life. And then as well, we discussed that, you see, no matter what you do, no matter what situations you get yourself in, stop being loud. When you are loud, you are not feminine. Loud is a very masculine and aggressive and very like a possessive type of a quality. Learn to calm yourself down, speak slower, calmer, and quieter. Then everything will improve. Even if you do one step a day, you will become more feminine. I believe in you. Thank you so much for watching, and let me remind you, remember to smile today, be feminine, and enjoy your life.